Action.
Suspect's name, Brian Mills.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Taken 3, it's a rebirth. It's a rebirth in terms of style, in terms of directing, in terms of action. The entire movie is taking place in Los Angeles, so the location and the light is different. The thing is that shooting LA means that it will be sunny during the whole movie, but the French touch, the French eyes, we could see Los Angeles shot in another way. We didn't want to make something simple. The audience needs to have much more.
The first film, we traveled to France. The second film, we traveled to Istanbul. The movie is set firmly on home soil, Los Angeles in particular.
This is gonna end bad for you.
Don't be such a pessimist.
We put everything in this movie to make something better, different, more surprising.
We also shot in Atlanta and Spain and Paris to look like LA.
But the whole story takes place in Los Angeles.
I try to raise the movie to another level in terms of action.
Feel all the areas.
This cop is very smart. Anything out of the usual, he'll become suspicious.
And cut.
Shooting 93 months in the US was something different too, because 90% of the team was US. In terms of shooting, just technically, we decided to shoot film. We choose 35 and we choose anamorphic to bring back that emotion. During the big action sequence, it's a car chase in the freeway. The action takes place in LA, and the problem is that in US, freeways are about 4 lanes, 5 lanes. So people from production were trying to make this in a country where it costs less money. The problem is that, for example, shooting in Spain could be very, very pleasant, but you cannot find any freeways with 4 lanes or 5 lanes. And we had a huge accident. So the first challenge was to find a freeway and then block the highway in LA for about 6-8 days. Which is insane, you know, you couldn't imagine that in a town like this. Everyone was telling me, oh, you will never shoot this in LA, it's too complicated. But at the end, I shot all this in LA and it was fine. When you're flying with an helicopter, it's just magical to have this huge town, you know, with zillions of lights under you. It's unique, you know. You're just living something different.
At 21, he joins the Army. At 23, he joins the Special Forces. He's an explosives expert. No service record, no discharge record, nothing. This guy right here, he knows how to disappear.
I think the underlying stories of the Tekken films they have to be solid. And we've tried to avoid doing anything really to excess, just to excite an audience. Now, the next part is very important. They're going to take you. Where the action springs from has always been very strong, and it's been about Brian Mills defending his family and protecting them against all odds.
Try not to make a mess.
Where's my daughter?
Taken was a huge success because it was somebody suddenly fighting for something very simple, their family.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
I mean, I really loved Taken 1. The appeal was a human appeal, like him with his, trying to save his daughter, and saving someone that he cared about and loved.
We get me.
So Taken 2, I tried to raise the movie to another level in terms of directing, in terms of action, locations. We shot in Istanbul.
It's not you they want, Kim. It's me.
We all got along so well on Taken 2 and made it through Istanbul together. And just the energy Olivier brings to the movies as well. He'll shoot so many angles. The way he thinks visually is incredible.
Action.
The Taken 3, there was something totally new, and there was a new challenge. We added new characters in the story. We put everything in this movie to make something better, different, more surprising.
I was excited to come back for a third one. The film's different from Taken 1 and Taken 2 in that it's a kind of do or die situation for Brian Mills. He has to rely on every possible skill he may have used in the first two films and then some for the third.
My first priority is to protect the only one I have left.
In Taken 3, he's fighting not only for his own life, but for what's left of his family. It's really relatable. It's not just about revenge.
He's kind of an everyman. People can totally identify with love of family, love of your daughter. You'll do anything for your kids.
Don't you worry. Let's get through this first, and then we'll figure out what's best.
People certainly can see that in Brian.
Brian Mills, to me, is Taken.
Once you have that base in place and the audiences believe that charge of love between the father and the daughter, then you can take the action anywhere you want as long as that very stable relationship is there.
Liam's incredible. It's been 8 years now, and a lot's happened. We're playing pretend for a living, but I really think of him as family. I have the best fake movie dad I could ever ask for.
You're on the news.
I didn't do it, Sam.
Obviously you didn't do it. Are you all right?
I'm going down the rabbit hole.
It's rare that you are on a movie that continues over 7 years. Usually that happens only in television. So it's kind of cool to be doing it in a movie. And it's nice to come back and touch base with each other personally, professionally. It always seems like we just left.
You may very well be innocent, Mr. Mills, but my job is to bring you in and let the law take its course. That's it.
Good luck.
We always wonder, if we're put in these types of situations, how we'll be able to fend for the people around us, take care of them, protect them, keep them safe. You see that in the film, and then you see the expertise around it, which is also like a fascinating world to engage in and try to understand.
We've been so blown away that it's become this international juggernaut. No one could have expected that it would become a franchise like this. What are you gonna do?
What I do best.
Once he starts, it's really, really hard to stop him.
Our friends from the CIA let us use this state-of-the-art device to track targets in the field. It can extract cell phone data and GPS data quickly without leaving a trace. You'll need to be connected to the phone or GPS to download the history from any make or model. Once the encrypted data has been downloaded from a cell phone or GPS system, we can process the information here to construct a real-life history that details who they've been speaking with and where they've been going. This is a military-grade mobile computer with the capability to process mass amounts of data at lightning-quick speeds. Now, collect your gear. Anything you need or might think you'll need to get out of a sticky situation. You know best. Your favorite weapon, the Beretta M9, is stored in 3 separate areas of this room per protocol. Locate the receiver, the slide and barrel assembly, and the recoil spring to complete your firearm. And don't forget extra mags and ammo. This little button is actually a micro-lapel camera that will enable you to record all the action in the field without anyone being the wiser. It can transmit throughout the LA metropolitan area so we can watch you neutralize the threat from here, safely out of harm's reach. Now, in order to stay off the radar, so to speak, this signal jamming device can detect and jam any radio frequency within a 20-meter radius while allowing only our signals through. The only thing anyone else will hear is static. This is my personal favorite. This serum, once administered, will render any subject nauseous. Should you need to meet with an asset in the field without any suspicion, this is your friend. The effects will wear off after an hour. And this vial holds the antidote to the serum. It'll reverse the effects of it within minutes. This is a standard issue military smoke grenade used for concealment. Should you need to make a quick escape, use this to create a diversion in order to reduce the threat level. The smoke will dissipate after approximately 1 minute, so you'll need to move quickly. We can stay in touch with you with this earpiece. It has an extended range to cover you anywhere you might be in Los Angeles and surrounding areas, and will last up to 10 hours. Should you be taken, use this saw lock pick to free yourself. It may look small, but it's very durable. It can be concealed in a wristwatch and should get you out of any tight situation. With these tools, you are good to go. If you need any additional support, you know how to reach us.